Hello, guys. Welcome to Boxing Block Center, the home of Nigerian and African boxing. Please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the like and, of course, the subscribe button right now, and also go to the notification bell icon, click it, and set it all. So to drop in the bang, you should be definitely notified right here. Cristiano Ronaldo. You guys know I'm a Mayu fan, by the way. I'm a Mayu fan. Been a Mayu fan since 2004. I've got another Mayu fan here, right here, Kenichuku, who has been a fan of Man United since 1992. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now he's returned home to his place, the place he actually gained his popularity. We know that as a Sporting Lisbon fan, he was as player. He was good there. He started his career there. However, it is Man U that made him Cristiano Ronaldo. Kelechuku, how excited are you? About this news, and also we're also going to talk about Anthony Joshua, who is also a Man U fan as well. However, you might argue that it's not, but let's just say, how excited are you about this transfer right here?
I'm super excited. I mean, I've been smiling all day ever since I heard him. He's one of my favorite players ever. I mean, like you said, I've been a Man U fan since '92, since the days of Paul Parker and Andrei Kanchelskis. And one of the first matches I ever remember was United losing to Barcelona 4-0. I watched that match from beginning to end, and I in the Champions League 4-0 in Champions League, and I cried. So it's a thing of joy. Remember seeing Ronaldo now coming back to his home and obviously finishing off his career at United, and I can't wait to. I think it will be a spectacular thing. It's a good build up to the Joshua Usyk fight, and hopefully he attends. I know that two of them. I know that at a particular point in time that United and Anthony Joshua share the same sponsor, which is Hugo Boss. So I'm hopeful that he will attend and build up his brand much more, and it's going to be it's spectacular. It's getting more interesting. I mean, we have great matches in boxing coming up, but the AJ Usyk match with Ronaldo in attendance is going to be one of the pinnacles of our sporting events this period. So I'm happy that Ronaldo is back. The excitement is back to United. It makes us contenders now, which we deserve to be. We need more midfielders to complete the piece. Then I'm happy that Ronaldo will get to play for United, and hopefully will get to bring more finesse and pizzazz to the Usyk Joshua unification bout. So I'm hopeful that he attends, and all eyes will be on him.
The guy's a fight fan. Did you see the documentary, the kind of fight documentary he did with Gennady Golovkin in Italy? The guy's a big fighting fan.
Yeah.
Do you think he can replicate what he did? In Man U before?
He's not going to come with the pace. He's not going to play from any of the wings. He's going to play from either behind the striker or in front of him. He's going to be the number 9. He's not going to come with the pace. But like somebody said in Italy, I was listening to the Italy Sky commentator today, and she said that Cristiano knows his body and knows his limitations and knows his capability. He understands the game right now. He's become much more intellectual. If you are a Man U fan, remember Paul Scholes, when Paul Scholes came back out of retirement to play for United. Paul Scholes wasn't that box to box player.
But Paul Scholes is not Ronaldo though. He's not. He wasn't in shape like that. Ronaldo looked like a 25-year-old guy. Let's be real.
Yeah, but Ronaldo has changed his game. You could even see him. He scored this past weekend against Udinese. You could see him on the bench, and you could hear him. You could see what he was saying. He knew how he would impact that game. So he understands his body now. He understands. He knows that he's 36. He doesn't have that pace. He doesn't. But he knows he can come, and one thing Ronaldo will deliver, and he's been delivering this consecutively for, I think it's like this is his 7th or 8th season. He doesn't go without a trophy. He won the Coppa Italia last year, Serie A. Before then, won the treble with Madrid. I think this is his 8th consecutive season. He will force that United team to win, and he's a serial winner. He will force that United team over. He will force them to win. Forget about all this Fred and McTominay and rubbish. He doesn't care about that. You must win. As long as CR7 is here, we must win. And that is what I'm happy that he's bringing. A winning mentality. He's not going to sit down like Paul Pogba. And I love Paul Pogba. He's not going to sit down and do a willow dance. He's not into that rubbish. He's always score goals, make sure we punish this team, and make sure we win. He's a winner, and I always take a winner over anybody. He's not like our brother Tyson the Coward Fury that will catch COVID and he'll postpone our match that we're meant to watch. He will win. And that's this thing. He will make sure that we win.
Why did you have Fury now? Wow. Fury is also a Man U fan. He's also a Man U fan. So it's gonna be
how Fury take enter this matter.
Man U coward. That's what Man U coward. It's an embarrassment.
Fury is also a Man U fan, bro. Like Adewale, I don't know if you know a lot about football like that. I think basketball is your favorite sport, if I'm not mistaken. What do you make of Ronaldo's arrival to Old Trafford?
Man, you're right. I don't know anything about soccer, even basketball. I don't watch basketball, to be honest. I don't watch anything. The only thing I watch is boxing. I'm just being honest with you. But back in those days, everybody was a football fan. Growing up in Nigeria, I remember watching the finals. I think it was 2004 or 2005 between UEFA Champions League between Liverpool and AC Milan. I watched that fight. I watched that match in a football viewing center in Abeokuta. Bro, that day was electric. Liverpool came back from 3-1 and they won the game 4-3. That fight was that match was crazy, man. And and because of Kanu Nwankwo, Kanu was playing in Arsenal for the longest time, and everybody became an Arsenal fan in Nigeria. And then there was a rivalry between Man U and Arsenal. I'm not even sure if that rivalry still exists, but it was just interesting, being a football fan. Then Cristiano Ronaldo came. It still exists, eh? Okay, and then Cristiano Ronaldo came. I was still back then. No, I'll tell you what, man. I was a Manchester United fan because that's what we used to play on Pro Evolution Soccer on PS1, PlayStation 1. So I was a Manchester United fan. There was Cristiano Ronaldo on the left. There was Cristiano Ronaldo on the right, Ryan Giggs on the left. On the top was Val Nistelrooy. In the middle was Paul Scholes and this young guy, Wayne Rooney. All these guys are now old men. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo. You guys just said he's 36 years old. This time that I was a football fan, they were like 19, 18. Now they're 36, bro. But that's life, man.
And do you know only Ronaldo is kind of still relevant. The likes of
the guy is a natural beast,
the likes of when Rooney already is a coach now. Ryan Giggs is an old man. You even have Patrick Evra. Remember that guy, Patrick Evra?
I remember Evra. Yes, I remember Evra was always on my sub. Then I'll bring him in to play 11, to play left wing.
He had Rio Ferdinand, like those are legends
Rio
of the sport.
Ferdinand! Ooh! Bro, that is the era of soccer that I know.
You had Evans,
players.
He didn't play that long, but he was good. Evans. Was a defender then. So the thing is that
I'll just be truthful to you, brother. I'm really, really bad with soccer. I don't follow it. I have not watched any single game in.
But you know who Cristiano Ronaldo is. You know
I can't even
him.
mention 3 players.
But
of course, I know Ronaldo. I know Messi. You know, I
I
know
didn't know them.
Hazard
I didn't know them.
because they are the greatest. They are the best in the world. Everybody knows them. Those are household names. I wish
Okay, okay.
boxing had stars
You
like
say you
that.
don't. You say
Those
you
are the
don't watch
true. Those are
basketball, right?
legitimate fans of sports.
You say you
No,
don't
I
watch.
don't. I
You don't
don't.
watch basketball,
I do not.
but you know LeBron James.
Yeah.
You know
Yes.
Kobe Bryant.
Yes. I know James.
You know Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Of course. Mamba. Of course, bro. Those are the top stars, man. I know those
You
guys,
know
bro.
Michael Jordan.
But yeah, and it's the same thing with. Of course. Of course. Of course. I know
Okay.
Jordan. I know the top guys, you know, and I know I still know a little bit more about basketball than I know of soccer. To be honest with you, if it's
Okay.
soccer, even the Manchester United that I was a fan of, I cannot mention 3 players there right now. I don't know anybody in Manchester United right now.
Really?
You know, but I'll just tell you this: I swear, bro, I'm not even lying or anything. I literally don't know one player in Manchester United, Arsenal, Man City. I don't know anybody anywhere. I only know of Messi. I know Messi plays in Barcelona, and I heard he's leaving Barcelona. I know this guy was in Real Madrid, Ronaldo, and then he was playing in one club they call Monte. I saw that on PS4 because I haven't watched any real game. I don't know what team that is because I don't know that team. I never heard of Monte, something like that, man, an Italian club. And then
So you so they are naming rights to a footballing game. So no team can use Juventus
That is what you know.
as for Juventus' real name.
oh, so that was Juve.
That's Juve, Piamonto. That's
Anyway,
That's Juve.
let's go about here, Kenechukwu. Kenechukwu, what do you think this does to this does for Joshua versus Usyk fight? If Ronaldo was to attend that event, what do you think it does to it? Since they are both they are both kind of sponsored by Hugo Boss.
I think it's going to really push up the viewership. I mean, it's going to push up the viewership to another level. No matter what you say, football is the number one sport in England. And you imagine one of the best players, if not the best player in the world, being at one of the most premier fights in the world. It's going to push up the viewership. People, imagine somebody putting a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo at the fight on Twitter. And that fight is pay-per-view. It's going to increase the amount of pay-per-view subscribers. They are not going to want to watch the fight just to get a glimpse of Ronaldo. Even people, it's already sold out. So, but the only thing they can do is push up the pay-per-view numbers, and it's going to, and AJ is going to see something spectacular. Imagine if the best player in the world in football is attending the number one football nation. Football is attending the number one fight in England. His pay-per-view numbers are going to go up, and it's going to get a bigger cut, and it's going to it's going to do some crazy numbers in when the pay-per-view numbers come out to Sky Sports. Trust me. In fact,
That's true.
by his contract is finishing in September. Oh boy, I don't think the zone will match the kind of money that Sky Sports might even bring to in front of him. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a career changer if he sees that kind of money. It's that kind of money that you say, you know what, leave the zone, leave Matchroom. The only people that I'm with now, or the only people I'm following, AJ Boxing, which is his promotional company. So anybody that wants to do business with me, I am a business now. I'm not looking for a business. I am a business. So I believe that's what it can be a game changer.
Wow, bro, you actually nailed it.
Let me come into that.
Okay, bro, come in.
Honestly, you know what? I feel like AJ Boxing, after AJ beats Usyk, I want him to beat Usyk. By God's grace, he does. He needs to, honestly, just set up your own direct deal with Sky Sports or DAZN or anybody, all these broadcasting companies, because he's big enough for that, man. You don't need Matchroom Boxing. Matchroom Boxing will be here after your career is done. So you might as well start building your own career post-boxing. I just feel that's what AJ should do personally.
Well, I disagree, bro. I disagree. I disagree, though. I mean, it could be because you don't like Eddie Hearn. I disagree because Matchroom has done a lot
It's a
for
part of it.
Anthony Joshua. And Joshua, don't forget, he's a loyal guy. He's not a guy that's just going to leave people that actually groomed his career to where he is right now. You know, he's a superstar now. I don't think he's a guy that is disloyal in a way. But you might be partially right in a way. However, I think Eddie Hearn's services are still kind of needed in a way, you know.
No, but Raymond, are you saying Manny Pacquiao was disloyal? Are you saying Canelo was disloyal? Are you saying Oscar De La Hoya was disloyal? They weren't disloyal.
Oscar De La Hoya wasn't loyal to Canelo.
Manny Pacquiao.
You know, it's two different things.
No. Let's look at them. So I said, are you saying Manny Pacquiao was disloyal to Bob Arum? Are you saying that Canelo was disloyal to Oscar De La Hoya? Are you saying even Oscar De La Hoya was disloyal to Bob Arum? No. But at a particular point in time, when you reach a certain stage in boxing, you have to branch out and become your own boss and become your own entity. Because
especially if you're a superstar,
nobody can pay you like you can pay yourself. So that's what we're saying. We want the best for AJ boxing.
Exactly.
AJ was one that brought Boazio. He brought so many boxers and he's carried so many boxers. Imagine earning a real percentage of those boxers and building.
AJ is responsible for Okoli too, Lawrence Okoli, who is now a world champion.
He's not a world champion. Imagine if he was earning. We have to start thinking of people like businessmen, not as commodities.
You know, we that are typical Nigerians. We don't know what loyalty is. Joshua is not. Okay, why do I say typical Nigerians? Because
is this slavery?
Typical Nigerians are very easy to like. Once they make it, they just like, or let's say typical humans. Okay, once they make it, they just leave. They're easy to just part ways with the person or the company or the people that groomed them to become a star. Joshua is still loyal to Eddie Hearn for two reasons. Eddie Hearn respects him. Eddie Hearn make sure that Joshua always get what he desire or what he deserve. You know, Eddie Hearn doesn't shortchange Joshua. In this boxing game, it is very hard and difficult to kind of have a promoter like that. Remember, we're talking about Okoli right now. Of course, Joshua helped Okoli get to the spotlight. However, he needed Eddie Hearn's help to be able to achieve that. Am I lying? Yes or no? I'm not lying. So there you have it, guys.
You're right.
So,
you're right, but Eddie Hearn is far from a saint, though. Far from a saint. He's a regular businessman that has a company and wants to make profit for his company. That's why he moves the way he moves. So at the end of the day, Joshua's boxing career will only last about 5 more years, maybe 6, and that's it. So it's time for him. He's already built that superstardom position. It's time for him to start putting more effort towards his own personal business. But it's none of my business, man. At the end of the day, AJ is his own grown man. I'm just a boxing fan. I don't care what he does. That's his business, bro.
Well, that's how you look. That's how you look at it, though. That's how you look at it. You know.
It's not because Raymond, he's 30. He's 30 plus. You Adewale is right. As people that own businesses, I own my own business. You cannot be
heavyweights can fight till they are 50. You know that. You know that, right? Heavyweights can fight till they're 50, right? You know that.
Okay, no problem. And he'll come back with all faculties intact. His brain will be all right. Everything will be all right, and he'll be sound of mind. Like,
Joshua hasn't really taken a lot of punishment like that. So Joshua will be all right. I think he'll be all right. Why are you laughing now? What are you laughing? You'll be all right, Nabi.
Nobody is going to be all right. It's a fact now.
No.
Okay.
No,
Joshua hasn't taken enough punishment.
Chuku said something bad there.
What did he say?
You haven't taken too much.
What did he say that made you laugh?
He's not taking too much punishment, but be prepared. Look Look at what Floyd Mayweather said. Look at
No,
what
no. Let me
Floyd
tell you what.
Mayweather
Let me
said.
tell you what Kenechukwu said. Kenechukwu said Oscar De La Hoya. He left the sport of boxing after making so much money. He was the golden boy. This guy literally won a Grammy award. Do you guys know that Oscar De La Hoya won a Grammy award for singing a song, bro? He was so popular that he won a Grammy, bro. But anyways, at the end of his career, he was taking losses here and there, and then he started wearing songs in public. Photographs are showing of Oscar De La Hoya sniffing cocaine, sticking female sex toys
Up,
down his
yeah, up
rectum.
his ass.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that didn't look good for him. So I mean, if you compare these fighters, yeah, a guy like AJ, I would compare AJ with like George Foreman because George Foreman was already an extremely successful businessman, right, outside the sport of boxing. But then he still came back and won a championship, then retired and became a multi-millionaire. So AJ is. I know we're already digressing because we started off this conversation with Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, AJ and Eddie Hearn, the relationship has worked good so far. It's not been perfect because some of us that are critical of some things that happened within the career, we have negative things to say, but I'm just going to keep that aside for now. However, AJ has reached that point in his career where I feel like he needs to put more time into AJ boxing, the promotional outfit, promote more fighters. Bro, AJ is so big in England that he can literally walk into Sky Sports and they will give him a broadcasting deal.
Or even BT Sport and say BT Sport, or even
Exactly.
you can walk into any studio and say that, you know what, I want X, Y, this thing. I want 1 year deal, just a 1 year deal, and then the next year highest bidder, next year highest bidder, next year, like he can do anything that he wants. But I know I've seen what the promoters have done this year to all of us in boxing, and all of us have seen Raymond. All of us, we have all seen what promoters have done to us in boxing. They have made sure that our favorite fighters.
How about the fighters as well? Why always the promoters? How about the fighters?
Not multiple times. The only person that's fought multiple times this year. Wait, relax. Yes or no? The only person that's fought multiple times this year has been the only boxing superstar free agent, which is Canelo. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
Facts over feelings. Facts over feelings. The only person that has fought multiple times this year, which is a global superstar boxer, has been Canelo. And he's not tied to anybody. We have to start saying what's best for. We have to start looking at things not as super fans, but as business people. We need to start seeing these boxers fight twice, 3 times a year. We need to take it back to the Leonard era, where the gauntlet era, where everybody is fighting everybody.
Honestly.
So that's my own take on stuff, man. We can't make these people just fight once a year. So one of the hottest prospects in boxing welterweight in the British listing, right, Conor Ben, is only going to fight Granados this year and chill to 2020.
Well,
so Ennis is going to fight Delorme, and then we're going to chill.
Anyway, we'll see how it goes though.
And it's true, man. As a boxing fan, let's be honest with ourselves here. As boxing fans, you should want to encourage anything that would make you see your favorite fighters fight multiple times and potentially make more money. So if AJ is an independent guy, not signed to Matchroom Boxing, it gives him an opportunity to maybe in the future, I'm going to go fight some guy in Top Rank or some guy in PBC, and you can sign a 1-fight deal, 2-fight deal, and you're getting all these fights. And like Kenechukwu brought up that very, very solid point. Canelo fought on DAZN against Yildirim, and then he beat Billy Joe Saunders on, I believe that was DAZN too. And then his next fight is going to be on Fox, CBS, Showtime, whatever, fighting against Caleb Plant. So the independence that Canelo has makes him fluid and makes it possible for him to get fights under different platforms, which also increases his pool of opponents. yeah, it makes a lot of sense for Joshua not to be, because matchroom boxing will do anything to stifle Deontay Wilder. They hate Wilder. If Wilder beats Tyson Fury in the trilogy, everybody wants AJ, because I trust AJ will beat Usyk. So if AJ beats Usyk and Wilder beats Fury, everybody wants Wilder Fury next. I mean, Wilder Joshua next. But that would probably not happen because of the politics with matchroom boxing. That's what I'm saying.
Well, thanks, brother. I appreciate your contribution. Any final thoughts from you guys? Kenechukwu and our brother Adewale.
I can't wait for the next match. I can't wait for Ronaldo to play. Yeah, I can't wait.
When is he going to play though? Like Ronaldo, when is he going to play?
The next match after Wolves. When they come back from international break. They are going for international break after this weekend's matches. So when they all get back from Portugal, from Nigeria, they are not going to Brazil, but the next
Nigeria. We don't have Nigeria players in Mayu though. We don't have a Nigerian player in Mayu, bro.
No, Nigerian players in the UK.
Yeah. Where there's a law that I saw something that the Premier League of so have agreed not to allow players represent their countries. I've agreed not to allow.
England has banned.
I think that is very wrong, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they are not going.
Any player that doesn't represent his or her country because of a club, I think that player should be disowned. It's just a fact. I mean, I know the club pay you a lot of money. However, a country is above the club.
The players have to eat, brother. I tell you, man.
Like slavery,
no, bro.
That's like slavery, bro.
Country too, you know?
That's like slavery. Holding people against their will.
I don't know, man. Bro, if you're from some countries and you represent that country, you're just wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You're not going to get money. You're not going to win a trophy. You're not going to gain anything from representing that country. So you might as well stay with the club that would put food on your table, that you can take care of your family with.
Possibly. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate this conversation right here we've had. Welcome home to Cristiano Ronaldo. And yeah, let's see how it goes. I know he's gonna bank some goals though. We have Pogba. Pogba is going to be like Pogba should man up, huh? I hope he signs the deal, the contract. I don't know if he will sign though. I don't know if he's gonna stay. You know, once his contract expires next summer. I don't know. I mean.